Good morning, everybody. This is Cosmic Eye Radio. I'm your host, Commander Alion. Glad to be with you this morning. Just checking the audio levels here. And it's glad to have you with us. Let's see. Excuse me. And hope you're having a great day today. We sure are. I'm just trying to figure out something here. And why is there... Okay, so... you're listening to Cosmic Eye Radio. I'm Commander Alion. Good morning, everybody around the world, wherever you may be. I'm just adjusting some stuff here. Here we go. And also, big shout out to Craig and Elaine and everybody out there, wherever you may be. You're watching and seeing and listening to the Cosmic Eye Radio Show here on WESU FM. And let's just see what's going on here with this. Because I don't hear myself on the headphones here for some reason, and I should be. Let's try this here. Maybe this is working. Well, anyway, the headphones I'm using. Oh, no wonder why I don't hear myself. There's a different headphone set here. Oh, yay! I tell you, if the snow is coming down, now I can hear myself. So here we go. We had the wrong headphones in our ears, folks. That can happen. So again, welcome to the show. Now I can hear what I'm saying on the headphones here. And you're tuned in to WESUFM.org, WESUFM 88.1, non-commercial listener-supported Pacifica affiliated radio. And I want to say a great shout out to Greg and Elaine, Ashtar Athena in California, my cosmic mom in LA. I want to say a good shout out to Effie and Ron over in Meriden, holding the fort, Wayne, Joanne and family. Also sending out Rodney and Karen, everybody out there, all the brothers and sisters of light, wherever you may be, Jackie and Jose, holding fort down in Portland, Connecticut for the command. And we're going to be, this week I'll be setting up the dates. There'll be a rain date, and there's going to be an actual date for the Ashtar Command contact group. Our Ashtar Command contact group is really important. And we're going to be setting up a date on the shoreline in Madison, Connecticut. We're going to be gathering to do a contact event with the Ashtar Command in the month of August here in Connecticut in the United States. If you're interested, let me know. I'll be definitely posting on YouTube. I'll be posting it on YouTube, here on TikTok, and also be, of course, messaging it on the radio show and on my Facebook Ashtar Command contact group. I'll be posting it on Facebook as well. So big news is that we are going to do a major Ashtar Command contact event in Connecticut, and people are invited to attend in the region. We'll give you the dates and probably sometime this week. You'll see it posted. If you have TikTok, you'll see it posted. I'll be creating a video about it. And you also on Facebook, my Ashtar Command contact group, and my Ashtar Command group there, and also on YouTube. So again, prepare for one of our major events for this summer, and that's going to be coming up in August. I'll have more detailed information soon. So just welcome to the show. These headphones are kind of, they're all right, I guess. But it's just good to have everybody with us here. Hope you're having a great day wherever you may be. And we're going to start off with a little bit of space music. And this is actually going to be, let me just get in here and knock that out. We're going to listen to a little bit of Starseed music, actually Christ conscious music, and we'll be back in a few minutes. This is the Cosmic Eye Radio Show. Welcome to the show. We have a lot to talk about. For our radio listeners that don't know what's going on our planet or in our oceans, we have lots to talk about. Many of the people on our Encounters show. We had a great show last night on our Ashtar Command Q&A, and April and I talked about what's going on with the Ashtar Command on the planet, off the planet, in our oceans and seas. There's a lot to tell you here today for those that are radio listeners that are not pretty tuned into what's going on and what's happening, because there's a lot going on right now. Let's go into this right now, and you're watching and listening to WESU-FM 88.1, non-commercial listener-supported Pacific affiliated NPR radio, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Hopefully, let's see what's going on here. Okay, this should actually be playing something. Am I not? All right. Interesting. We're going to do this here. It should be playing what I have here. And it is not playing. It says, for whatever reason, it's not doing it. Let's see if this one works. I'm having one of those mornings. Okay, we're going to go to another thing and find out why this is not doing what it's supposed to do. Doing all the things we normally do on radio, but the universe is not cooperating.
It's school shopping time.
On it. Ooh, Target has low prices on select school supplies, like 25 cents.
Hey, everybody. Let's go bring this down a little bit. Good to have you all with us. Right now, just playing a little bit of music here. Welcome to the Cosmic Eye Radio Show. This is our Sunday morning show from 11:30 to 1. I'm talking to the folks here on TikTok. I don't have the mic on right now. Welcome, Johnny, everybody in here. I do see you all, so don't worry about that. I am very visibly looking at you right now. And we're just glad to have you all here. Okay. So we're going to get into some stuff today. You know, with our radio listeners, we're going to give them some new information that some of you already know that we talked about last night on Ashtar Command Q&A with April, and we're going to let them know what's going on, what our government's been doing with the negative ETs to our planet, and we're going to just get into that a little bit here. So our radio audience in the world, in the global audience, our internet audience, and our 88.1 audience on FM radio is aware of what we've been talking about on the broadcasts on TikTok. All right, so we're going to do that in a few minutes. And good morning, everybody, again. Let's just bring this up here. And we're glad to have you with us. Let me bring this down here a little bit. Alrighty, and here we are with you. Again, this is Cosmic Eye Radio. I'm your host, Commander Elion. And hope you're having a great morning with us. I want to say hello to everybody on TikTok all over the world. Thanks for coming in here, watching on the TikTok. If you don't have TikTok, download TikTok so you can watch the show here at WESU FM live, visually. If you are listening on the internet, we're glad to have you all over the world on our internet listenership. And locally in the region, in the Connecticut River Valley, including places at Amherst, Northampton, Springfield, Mass, Hartford, Litchfield County, Connecticut, 84, 95, and 91 people traveling through listening to the show. Welcome to Encounters every Sunday morning with your host, Commander Elion. So let's get into it. And people need to know what's happening. Our radio listeners definitely need to know this. And the views expressed here are the views of the Cosmic Eye of Commander Elion, and not necessarily the views of the staff or management of WESU or Wesleyan University, just to let you know. So here's what's going on. You see, less than maybe a week ago, to be exact, there were during the eclipse, that major eclipse that happened, that the CERN was operational. You know what CERN is, right? CERN was operational. The scientists created this thing called CERN. They wanted to try to duplicate opening portals. Well, they succeeded in doing just that. And this is, what they did is during the solar eclipse, which was major, they opened up several portals. They've been all closed by the command, thank God. But when they opened them up, they wanted to bring in lower vibrational negative ETs to create havoc on our planet. They agreed that they would let them have whatever they wanted. They brought them to Antarctica. They created a base for them, including reptilians and these other ETs. The reptilians and this other group of ETs that have never been here before. They said, you come in here and stop all this. We'll let you do whatever you want. That's what they did. The command, Ashtar Command, off planet, was very quick to find out what was going on here. What the negative ETs gave to the government was technology, weapons technology, to destroy and try to destroy the space cities, the advanced cities of light that are in our oceans. Did you know that? That we have advanced cities of light that are in the depths of our oceans and seas? Did you know that, radio listeners? Did you have any idea? Well, there are. If you thought all your life that all there was surface dwellers and just human surface dwellers, you're wrong. That's what you've been taught. You've been taught a false history of our planet. A false history, meaning that was what was taught to us growing up in the 60s throughout this whole time period, was a false teaching of our Earth. You see? And I don't know if I want to blame all the teachers that were teaching us this. This is what they were given in the text. These were the textbooks that they had at the time. They didn't have expanded media. They didn't have TikTok. They didn't have Facebook. They didn't have, all these different outlets. They didn't have the internet. We live in a global community now, right? We do. So get this. Within the surface government, the secret part of our surface government, which is the ones that are doing all this crazy stuff, they're doing it, and they used a laser technology that was given to them by the negative ETs. They just said, go ahead, you want to do this. And they used that technology in the depths of our oceans and seas. Okay? And what they've been doing is, what they were trying to do is destroy natural vegetation in the depths of our oceans that's important to the aquifer and also important to the people that live in the oceans. You heard me right. People that live in the oceans and the seas in remote areas that we have never been to. But we knew they existed. The people that are working with the negative ETs knew they existed. So their goal was, without any reason, to use these weapons to destroy in the oceans of our Earth vegetation and life forms. They didn't care if it was a dolphin, a mermaid, a merperson. They didn't even care if it was in the space cities in our oceans. Their goal was to destroy those space cities. That's what their goal was. Their goal was to destroy the civilizations in our oceans that have been here way before the current humanity. But that's what they wanted to do. And you got to hear this. Don't run away. Don't disappear. Don't run away, because I'm giving you some real truth here. All right? You're not going to find this on some internet website on YouTube or whatever. You're going to find it out here on this radio show. So I'm speaking to all the people around the world on our radio broadcast, on internet. I'm talking to all the people in Long Island and New England that are listening to it on FM radio. And of course, everybody on TikTok. If you're just scanning and coming into this broadcast, you better stick around. You don't have to, but you should, if you want to get some truth. Because you've been lied to. You've been lied to for a long, long time. It doesn't matter what generation you were born in. Maybe you were born in the 70s. Maybe you're a 90s child. Doesn't matter. You've all been lied to, you see. So when the eclipse happened, it was perfect timing with the CERN generator to open up these portals, and they purposely wanted to let these negative ETs in, and then they gave them safe haven in Antarctica. They're working underground, so to speak. Underground facilities, okay? And one thing, the command is not going to be lied to. The Ashtar Command is not going to be hoodwinked. The Ashtar Command is not going to be deceived, because the Ashtar Command is going to find these groups, and they're going to reveal them. They're going to find them. They're going to stop them. And I understand that the government might be, for years on my show. I am not even concerned about it. My show's been on for 21 years on radio. I know the government listens to my show probably. I don't care. They know I don't care. I'm well protected. When I say I'm protected in the highest possible light. That's why I've been able to do what I do for 21 years. You cannot touch me. Okay? And I expose what is happening. I've been doing that for 21 years. And I'm going to continue to do it. Because we're getting close now to some real stuff happening, brothers and sisters. Some real things that are going to be happening. You know it. You feel it. I know it. I feel it. And you know it's going to be happening. And what is that we're getting towards with all these diversions and the negative ETs with the government trying to stop things, destroy things? That's just trying to throw everybody off their balance, right? What they're trying to do is throw the Ashtar Command off balance. You can't do that. Our men and women that are on those ships are the most decent, beautiful people in the world, in the universe. Okay? They're all come together. The angelic beings, those that are not the angelic beings, they all work together. Every one of them. Okay? And they have families on their own planets. And they're also here because it's time. It's time to wake up out of the illusions that you've been brought to believe to be true. Okay? Boy, am I amped up here this morning. And if there's any skeptics or negative people out there, watch out, because I'm going to blast you out of the universe. You know, I'm not going to play energy games here. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm going to just tell you the way it is. I don't have time for that, you know. So, they tried to destroy, with these laser technologies in the oceans recently, in the last week or so, they did destroy some things. The Ashtar Command is replenishing what they did. They have the ability to do that, thank God, you know. And people got hurt. And people died and got sick. Did you know that? Yeah. They used other things like nuclear radiation in these oceans. They've been doing it for a long time. And the surface population of our planet had no idea, and still has no idea. If I was able to broadcast to the whole planet, I would tell everybody what's going on. Billions of people right now should know this. But you know what's going on? The media does the same old thing, whatever country you're in. They talk about things that are always happening. Someone got, shot today. Oh, the president has Alzheimer. Who cares? This is what they do. They promote the same garbage on TV every day, every weekend, every morning, and they think that's important. But none of these networks in the world talk about what these negative ETs did recently in the last week or two. They probably don't even know. But I will. I'll talk about it. Maybe I'll get somebody's attention out there. Maybe someone will listen to what I'm saying. Maybe there's some people that'll stop and think about what's being said. Okay? A little merperson, a little girl, and I can't forget this, because when April mentioned it, because she was there in the spaceship in the ocean with the Ashtar Command trying to save people. Okay, this is only a few days ago. Trying to save people and other life forms that were hit with these laser weapons. This little girl, she said she's about 6 years old last night on our show. I thought she was 8. She was 6 years old. A mer girl, a mer person, 6 years old. Just think of your own kids, 6 years old, okay? This weapon they used, they got the little girl, they tried to save her on the ship. The little girl, April, was holding her hand. Holding her hand. She was holding her hand. The little girl died. She died. Just died because of a weapon that we allowed to be used on these people. Sorry. And this is real, folks. This is what they did. And people go about their day, they're oblivious. Everyone goes to work, complains about their taxes, complains about this politician and that politician going against that politician, and that's all garbage. That's meaningless. It doesn't matter. Everyone's so concerned about getting rush hour traffic to work, someone cutting them off. Doesn't matter. Little girl, 6 years old. Think of it. If you had a little girl that was 6 years old and some laser weapons was used on your child, how would you feel? You know, all these things happened. A lot of people were injured. People got sick from the weapons that were used. Ocean and sea surfaces where this was used on these weapons destroyed. The vegetation, which is being replenished by the command, thank God. What was done is being reversed. You know, it's wrong. It's so wrong. You know, I'm sorry. This thing. When I think about what happened to this little kid, this little girl, I get emotional about it because I care. I care about all life forms. I care about all people. I care about you. That's why I'm here. And in truth, my radio listeners never knew about this story. Some of you on TikTok know, but my radio audience, they don't know that our government did this with negative ETs. You know? We now have to be steadfast and resilient in who we are. We have to be willing to stand up in the light every day now. And we will never allow a negative ET group or a government to do what they're doing. We are going to expose them. And eventually, all these people that are working in the government agencies with the negative ETs, wherever they are, whatever department that is, or a secret group that is, it's going to be exposed. We're going to expose it. We are exposing it. They think they can just get away with doing what they want to do on this earth again to more life forms. No more. All those negative ETs, they're going to be captured and they're going to be dealt with by the command. They will be dealt with. I will guarantee it. It's going to stop. There's no time for this. Not only that, in a year and a half, there will be contact on Earth, no matter whether the government likes it or not, or whether any government likes it or not on Earth, or any power structure, any queen, or any religion likes it or not. There's going to be contact. There's going to be direct contact. I'm saying it loud and clear to my radio audience, and I'm saying it to people all over the planet. Wake up. Get ready. This is not channeled information on Facebook for 10,000 years. I'm not dangling a crystal ball here. I'm not throwing a pendulum at you on my screen. I'm not throwing cards at you and saying the card's telling me this. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. And it is time for contact to happen. There's not going to be any obstacles, no matter what the government's throwing our way with negative ETs or whatever they're trying to do. They're not going to stop it this time. No way. And I hope the government's listening to my broadcast. You're not going to stop contact. We're not going to allow it, and you're not going to be able to. We will turn off every weapon that you have on this planet, and we will make them, what's the word? Dysfunctional. Every weapon, whether it's nuclear or non-nuclear, it doesn't care if it's a tank or not a tank. Every single weapon of mass destruction that you think you can use against the positive space people is going to be dismantled. I'm saying it for the first time right now. This is it. My space family's watching this show on monitoring screens right now on a ship. They can monitor my broadcasts, and they can monitor my TikTok broadcasts, and they are monitoring it right now. And I'm saying loud and clear that we are going to dismantle all of these weapons. All of them. They've been using nuclear weapons in the seas and oceans for years, purposely. And it's affecting the surface dwellers that go to the beach, and it's affecting life forms in the oceans and our seas. Why do you think all the dolphins and all the whales and other things, including mer people, have washed up on shore? Why do you think that's happened, brothers and sisters? Because we have been using things in the ocean to destroy life forms. And the majority of the billions of people on our planet have no idea this is going on. The billions and billions of human beings have no idea what is going on right now. They're oblivious to it. They're all about hitting each other over the head about their politicians. Who cares? And the politicians are a bunch of zombies all over the world anyway. But that's going to change. That's going to happen. And you know, for me, in my commandership, I don't care if there's people out there that don't believe this. I've stopped caring a long time ago about those people. I don't even deal with arguing with anybody. I'm just here to tell you the truth. I'm not wasting my energy. I'm using my energy for what is positive, transformational information. Okay? And there's going to be no more killing of innocent little children in the oceans, like the mer girl who was 6 years old. No, can't do it anymore. Not allowed. Not allowed to bring in negative ETs to cause havoc on our planet. No more. Too many years of that. Too much. This planet was not created to be in disharmony with all the other planets of light in the universe. But at some point in our billions of years of Earth history, something happened. Whatever you want to call it, negative ETs came into our solar system, whatever it was, it's going to be stopped. Okay? It's going to be stopped. It's not going to be tolerated. You're listening to WESU Middletown. I'm Commander Elian, your host. And we're going to take a little break here for a minute. Let me see here. I'm going to go to, what is this here? I don't want that. But we're going to put a little bit of space music on here for a minute. We'll be right back. we're back with you here on Cosmic Eye Radio. Let me just do this here. And we're back with you here on the radio. Welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, it's about, 12:11 p.m. on the East Coast of the U.S. You're listening to WESU FM, NPR Pacifica Radio. I'm your host, Commander Alian, host of Encounters on TikTok every night at 11 p.m. And also our Saturday night question and answers of the Ashtar Command Q&A on Encounters, all about Ashtar Command. And on my show here for 21 years, Cosmic Eye Ashtar Command Radio. This show is dedicated to the Ashtar Command, always our space brothers from beyond Earth, and who are here now to help our planet, to work with us, to reconnect with us. All the beautiful things that we are looking to see happen will happen. So welcome to the show. And just so you know, I never really look at too much stuff on the internet of websites or anything. When I talk about things and when I discuss things and when I bring things forward, I get everything downloaded. I don't need any websites. I don't need to read a lot of books from people's perspectives. I pretty much get my information direct. I've done that for years like this. And not to say that once in a while I don't look at something, but for the most part, I try to keep my consciousness clear of any other things that might dilute my information. And I don't listen to anybody at the channels really. I just don't do it. Facebook, there's a lot of that going on, so I don't really too much get into it. So welcome to the show, and we're really talking disclosure this morning. We're really talking about what's been going on with the negative ETs, so people know what's been happening recently with our government working with negative ETs to try to stop. They want to just stop contact from happening. Really, that's what they want to do. If they can do it, they want to stop the positive forces of light from coming to Earth and doing anything. You know, they want to keep havoc going on our planet. People having to be subservient to these world governments that were created to control humanity and other life forms. Not happening. This stuff's going to fall apart. It's starting to fall apart if you look at it. And, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on the planet. But if you look at it, it's starting to fall apart. People are being exposed. The people in power are being exposed for who they truly are. They don't care about you. They never have. I don't care where you are. See, we're getting out of the 3D world. We're getting out of the 3D world now. We are going to break the 3D world. We're going to crush the 3D world. You know why? Because it wasn't supposed to be like this. It was never supposed to be like this. We weren't supposed to have shopping malls and cash registers and, factories and all these things on our planet. We're never supposed to be like this. We're supposed to live like our brothers and sisters on their planets live, in harmony with the Creator, where everything is beautiful, where everything is sustained in a beautiful way, where the oceans and the seas are beautiful, where the trees are flourishing, where the fruits and vegetables are growing. We were never supposed to live like this. This is a false narrative. This is a false situation. This is a matrix that has to be broken. It's not a matter of should it be broken, it needs to be broken. And for those that are stuck, there might be billions of people stuck in this world like this. They're going to have to just get over it, because things are going to change. We're not going to we can't sustain our planet like we have been sustaining it within the 3D matrix. It cannot be sustained, brothers and sisters. There's no way. Okay? It won't be. Hear every single word I am saying out there on radio, on FM, internet, and on my broadcast here on TikTok. It cannot be sustained. And all those religious people that telling people to get saved, wake up. Stop telling everybody to get saved and wake up and listen. Because you need to wake up. I love it. We get people when I do the TV thing on TikTok to say, they come in, they're totally like a robot. The first thing they do is say, get saved. Everyone needs to be saved by Jesus. Y'all need to be saved by Jesus. Repent for your sins. You need to be saved, right? And these people they haven't even listened to the conversation. They're like robots. They come in and you got to be saved. You better get saved now. Oh, all those space people are fallen angels, you know. Like the angel fell off a building, and the angel fell, hey, I can't fly, I'm a fallen angel now. What I'm trying to tell you is, it's all garbage. These people need to wake up. They've been so brainwashed on this planet in the 3D matrix, they need to stop. Oh, I've challenged those people. Those people I will challenge, because they, these so-called people that believe in Jesus, right? You really believe in Jesus? You know what Jesus is about? You know that Jesus is about love, unconditional. You know that Jesus is light. You know Jesus is a space person. They don't like it when you tell them that Jesus is from outer space. That they can't handle that. Jesus is from outer space. He came here on a spaceship. They can't handle that. They believe in their 3D garbage in the Matrix. But the commander doesn't care, because I will always be willing to stand up and say what I think and understand to be true. Whether it be on radio, whether it be on TikTok, wherever I am, I will be who I am. All the time. You won't see a different person in the streets versus the person that's right here. I'm consistently the person I am. I know how to play the human game. While we're living here, we all, live in a society where we have currency and all these other things, so I deal with it. But at the same token, I'm here to bust the matrix. I'm here to tell people to stop connecting with things like Zetas, reptilians, and other beings that are here to cause problems, that are working with our secret government. To me, everything's black and white. There's no in between. There's you got to do this to do this. No. Either you do it or you don't do it. Either you are it or you're not it. All right? Either you're here to be that light worker or you're not the light worker. Either you're here as a starseed and you know what that means, or you're not a starseed. See, for me, I like clarity. Because I know I have to be clear being in the media. When I'm speaking in terms of my radio show, I have to be very clear. I can't say, well, maybe, well, you might be, well, let me think about, maybe. I don't do that. When you watch me, when you hear me, as I speak with determination, with conviction, and with understanding. The three things. There's not one skeptic that can even come across me and win a battle, because they will be crushed with their skepticism, and they'll be floating away somewhere, anywhere, to get away from the commander, because I speak the truth. So it's good to be here. It's a sunny day out today, and I'm looking out the window. It's very sunny out. Beautiful day. And on a positive note, and there's a lot of positivity, I was out in my garden this morning, my light garden, they call it micro farming, and little watermelons are growing now. So I'm very excited. Watermelons are popping up. If you've never grown watermelons, the female flowers have to be pollinated, and they are. And little watermelons are starting to pop up. So I'll be able to pick those hopefully at the beginning of September or mid-September. So I'm really excited. I have a lot of love for when I grow things. I grow everything organically. So everything I put in the ground is organic. Everything that I plant is organic. And I'm really looking forward to a bunch of watermelons and honeydew and also cantaloupe. And everything's doing well. And that's right. As Dazed, one of our viewers on TikTok, saying it's a great time to be alive, experience the change. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It's a great time to experience the change. And if you're just listening to the show and you don't have TikTok, you can hear that I am very amped up today. You don't want to mess with the commander when he's amped up. You really don't. And if you're going to be like an argumentative person or whatever, you're not going to win. Don't mess with me when I'm amped up like this. I'll have you spinning around so much that you won't even know which way is right or left. And it's all good when I'm amped up like this. It's a good thing. You know what I mean? Can you catch my drift, brothers and sisters? Miracle's asking me a question. I grow everything with seeds. I don't grow seedless fruits. I just use organic. My things I grow are they're heirloom. They're like heirloom watermelons and melons. Heirloom. And yes, so beyond my commitment to my radio show, my family, the Ashtar Command, and transformation, I do take time to get in my garden, and everything I grow is organic and heirloom. I grow grapes, I grow strawberries in the strawberry season, and my grapes will be ready in September. They're also organic, they're Concord grapes, so I do grow grapes as well. And sunflowers. I got sunflowers going as well. So I'm very in tune with Mother Earth, and I love that, you know. But everything, if you grow anything, folks, brothers and sisters, make sure you get heirloom seeds, or organic heirloom seeds for watermelons, and that's the way you should be growing. I direct seed everything. I've amended my soil with organic soil from Costa Maine up in Maine. That's what I use every year. I amend it every year. Thank you, Yuma. Oh, this Yuma is asking to be healed. And just let people know, I mean, I personally don't heal anybody. I don't want to get confusion going on here. I send the Ashtar Command ships on my show to people that I interview on my show that have been abducted and had negative experiences, where we send our medical teams to help these people. And you have to watch my show on YouTube. Every show is on YouTube, even this radio show on my Ashtar Command Spaceship News channel on YouTube. Go to that channel and you'll be able to watch all my shows, and you'll be able to see some of the people that I've had on there. When I bring the Ashtar Command people into their house, they're cloaked, they don't show their bodies or anything, and we work on these people. And by the time we're done, the implants are gone. By the time they're done, these people come back to me and say, Commander, I no longer have any problems here from the abduction I had 10 years ago. And I've done this with numerous people for the last several months. For my radio side of the audience, if you don't know this, I've done this for over several months now. And I've been activated. So I get my activations from the command. They activate myself, my body, my consciousness. I'm able to now bring ships anywhere in the world to help somebody with Ashtar. The ships aren't helping anybody. It's the people that I bring outside the ships to the physical environment that go in, the medical people of the command. They're about 7-8 feet tall, and they go in, and the people agree on my show to let them come. And by the time they start working on them, everyone feels the work being done. They feel they're being touched on the head, the forehead, the neck. I let them tell me. I don't tell them. You know? Everything I do on this planet is unconditional. You know, everything I do on this planet is for others. That's always the way it's been. That's always the way I've been. I don't care if I become famous or not. It doesn't matter. Everything I do consistently is for our brothers and sisters, for humanity, for all life forms. That's why I'm here. That's why I incarnated as a starseed in the human form as I got older, to remember who I was, as you are remembering who you are, to actually do the mission work, right? We're here to do the mission work. Whatever that is. Your mission work might be with plants, with marine life, with, who knows what it is, but everybody has a mission. Everybody does. All of you do. Radio listeners, internet people on TikTok watching my show, many of you will find out eventually through meditation what your mission is. All you have to do is meditate quietly and ask yourself, what is my mission? Why am I here for? You know? One of our viewers is saying I have a flower garden because she lives in a trailer park. And that's understandable. Sometimes you don't have the place to do a vegetable garden. So we are here for such a grand purpose right now. We are here for an extremely important purpose, to make things better for humanity. If anybody wants to come on my show, and that's watching me on TikTok, you need to call me on the air. So you need to actually call my show in at 860-685-7700, and you can be on my NPR Pacifica radio show internationally. Yaya Spirit, I see, is coming on my broadcast on TikTok. Hello, Yaya. So if you wish to come in and talk about stuff galactically, cosmically related to what I've been talking about on TikTok, you can call me up at 860-685-7700, and we'll be happy to have you on the show. I'll say the number slowly for people. It's 860-685-7700. Dial 1 first if you're out of state. We'll go to a musical break. When I see the lights blinking, I'll go to a musical break so I can find out who's calling, and we'll definitely have people come in on the air. So we're going to go into this other sound. This is Christ Consciousness Advanced Meditation at 33 Hertz Gamma. Listen to this for a minute. I'm going to bring this up here. WESU Cosmic Eye Radio, good afternoon. Good, and who am I speaking with? Hey Courtney, you're on the TikTok feed. Would you like to go on the air? Okay, and we'll bring you on and we can have a conversation. Hold on a minute. Okay, that's really powerful. That is a Christ Consciousness Advanced Meditation at 33 Hertz. All right, that's a lot. We're going to bring on Courtney. We have one of our listeners here, and let's get this ready to go. And we're going to bring her up right now. Courtney, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Cosmic Eye Radio Show. And what would you like to share with us today?
So I wanted to share with you guys here that I had it, and it was actually about 15 years ago.
Okay, you were breaking up. Can you try that again? If you can talk into the phone, maybe?
Yeah, can you see better now?
Yeah, you were breaking up. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's better. We'll turn it back over to you. This is WESU Cosmic Eye Radio. Our guest on the phone is Courtney.
Yeah, sorry. Better?
It's a little bit better. You're just breaking. It could be our phone lines. They've been kind of weird, but go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to have an encounter that it was about 15 years ago.
Okay, 15 years ago. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was working at a grocery store as a cashier. And I remember that came up for the register to check out. And this figure was the thing that I heard. Can you hear me well?
I lost you there. You're breaking up a little bit. I'm not sure why. At first, I heard you really well. The audience did, but you are like kind of breaking up a bit. Wait a minute. Let me just do this here. Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, I think we can hear you better. Try it again. At first you were really, really clear. So let's hope that we can do that. Go ahead. You're good now.
Of banana. That was it. And then when I went to give them the bag and grabbed my hand, and they were looking at me so strange. It felt weird, and it's to this day. I don't know like what it was. And it was so strange to me. So I'm wondering what your thoughts were about that.
Okay, so and there's a little bit of breakup on the phone line here. So were you abducted? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't know if that's exactly what it was, but it's seeming so that like I encountered something, and I believe that was like
Okay, calling you. Try to call me back up. Call me back up on the line again. I'm going to see if we can get a clearer line. Call me on 7703. 7703. We'll try that line. Because 7700 you're breaking up on. I'll try you on my other line, okay? Okay, we're going to have Courtney back on here, folks. I'm going to bring her down. And I've complained about this with our phone line. When people come on the air, the phone line kind of breaks them up, and I don't know what's going on with that. So hopefully our technical people could check that out. It's been going on for this way for months, a long time. So we're going to try to bring Courtney back on here, and let's go to a musical break for a minute. We're going to have Courtney call us back at 1-860-685-7703. We're going to try our second line, 7703, Courtney, instead of 7700. 7703, and I'll try to put you on there, see if that line's better. And the number again is 860, I'll say it slowly, 1-860-685-7703. 7703. Actually, I'm sorry about that. 860-685-7701. 7701, not 3. 7701. So it's 1-860-685-7701 is our second line, and I'll bring you on. I believe that's correct. And you're watching the Cosmic Eye Astor Command radio show. I'm your host, Commander Elian. Welcome everybody to the show. Coming up to about 21 minutes, we tried to get Courtney back on here. Courtney, it's 860-685-7701. Just dial that number, 860. People tell Courtney to dial 860-685, because she's in our TikTok broadcast, 860-685-7701. We'll bring Courtney back on and try to hear about her story. I couldn't tell whether she said she had been abducted, but she's had some sort of encounter with ETs. So I'm trying to get what that story is so you can hear it on our radio side, and those people that are watching can hear it and watch it on my side here. 860-685-7701, Courtney. Just dial 860-685-7701. We might have lost Courtney there trying to call back. And again, if you want to be on the show, we can take at least one or two calls today on our show at WESU NPR Pacifica Radio. Thank you, Randy. I'm Commander Elian, your host. And again, like I said, it's really weird. Sometimes the phone line works really good, but it's been a real consistent problem with it breaking up when you take calls on the air, where it shouldn't be doing that. It should be really clear, concise audio coming through on the air, and that needs to be, I think, addressed and fixed. And I'm going to mention a note in my notes here that they need to get that thing once and for all fixed. And I guess Courtney has disappeared. I don't know where Courtney is. Courtney, we'd like to get back on here, but if we can't get her back on here, she can also go on our Encounter show tonight. Encounters on at 11 o'clock Eastern here in the United States. The #1 spiritual UFO talk show on TikTok and on all social media. You've got to download TikTok to watch Encounters. We do all kinds of interviews with people. We get into people's connections with the star families that they have, abductions. We deal with crop circles. We deal with the Gartha Network, the Inner Earth civilizations. We get into all those things that are not being talked about on established media platforms. We talk about them, So that's the important thing. Coming up to about 21 minutes before the hour of 1, women singers and songwriters will be coming up at 1 o'clock with our friend Karen. Karen brings some wonderful music from women singers and songwriters. So tune in for that at 1 here on NPR Pacifica Affiliated Radio, WESUFM.org. And a grand hello to everybody out there, wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying your day. I know in Connecticut, it is definitely sunny out. It's getting warmer and hotter out, but it's still a great day to go to the beach. If you're in Connecticut or Rhode Island listening, definitely get out to the beach. It's a good day to be out there and hanging out the water. Definitely, without question. So, we lost Courtney, unfortunately, but I want to hear her story, so hopefully she'll come back. If you have a story to tell, folks on radio that are listening, if you're watching me on the screen on TikTok, viewing this, and you've never been on the radio, and you'd like to share your encounter stories about contact with space people, any of that stuff, we'd love to hear your story. We really would. And all you have to do is call the station. So there's two numbers you can call, 860-685-7700 or 860-685-7701, and that'll bring you on the air in the studio. And once I see the lights ring, I'm going to go back to some music. If I do get a call or two, I'll take it. As long as you call now, I'll put one person on the air because we're coming up pretty much towards the end of the show. I can at least get one person around the world on the program today. Let's go back to some musical stuff here, and we'll be back.
Hey, see red balloons! Good luck catching me in the charm world.
Where'd he go?
Lucky charms. They're magically delicious.
WESU, Commander Elion, good afternoon. Okay, now what's your name? Hey, Steve, where are you calling from? Okay, hold on. Yeah. And we do have a call come in. Let me just bring this down here. And we do have a call coming in. We have Steve from the Carolinas, and let's put him on the air here. Okay, let's hope this works. Hey, Steve, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show on the Cosmic Eye radio program. And what would you like to share with our audience today, Steve?
Okay, so I just got the echo in my phone.
No, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, so I'll do it. Okay, so I wanted to share. Let me see if I put on speaker. Will it go? Hello, can you hear?
I can hear you.
That's better. Okay, so this happening may have taken place about 3-4 years ago. I think it was an alien, or it could have been just a spirit or something, but it looked like an alien. It was very tall. It looked like a tall gray. So what happened was I went to sleep that night, and I woke up in the morning. And when I woke up, I'm laying in the bed, and I become aware of this presence on my right. You know, my doorway's there, and I look down the hallway, and I see this tall individual. Now, my ceilings are not probably taller than 7 feet, 8 feet. This guy was tall, maybe 10, 12 feet. And his body was very slender. He had very long arms. He had the big bulbous head like the small grays, and he had the imprints for the dark eyes. And he literally walked into my room, and his how do you say, like his body was like smoke. It was like somebody blew out some cigarette smoke or what have you, and that's what he was made of. So he walks into my room, and somehow he fits into my room. Don't ask me how. Only thing I remember was as he's walking in my room, and he eventually walks across me, I feel this tremendous calm. It was a peaceful calm that I had never felt in my life. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't nervous. It felt like the type of calm that people express when they have a near-death experience. They said they felt like this loving peace or what have you. That's what I felt. That's what I felt when I had this experience. So, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm actually at work right now. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So yeah. So I felt this peace and calm come over me, and I'm laying on my back there, just waking up, and all of a sudden it walks across me, in some weird way, and it was like my vision. I don't know how to explain it. He was tall, but all of a sudden he fitted in my room. He walked across me, very tall, and he walked out the window into the air.
Wow.
Yeah, and after he walked out of the window, everything went back to normal. So I said, oh my God, what the hell was that? So what I did was I was interested, and it made me study and want to find out what was this thing. And so I came across this book by the Golden Dawn. And in that book, they were talking about these Saturnian spirits that were very, very tall. So I kind of linked that two together. I had another cousin who had an alien experience as well. She was visited by small grays, saw their craft and everything. They wanted her to go with them to wherever they were going to take her, but she said no. So this kind of tripped me out to see these this tall gray thing. Looks just like an alien, but it has a body that looks like you can put on a fan and it'll blow away like cigarette smoke or something. I don't know what it was.
That's really weird. And that's interesting. You say it looked like cigarette smoke, folks. That is extreme. So, I mean, did it look human? What did it look like besides cigarette smoke?
Yeah, it had a human shape, the 2 legs, the hands, torso, everything, but the big bulbous head. The head was huge. It was tall. It didn't have on clothes. It was just like, imagine if you took cigarette smoke and you made that figure. Some kind of way you could make a figure like that. It would need clothes. So I didn't observe any private parts. I know it just had legs, torso, stomach, arms, head, shoulders, the whole 9 yards. But at the same time, it was very thin, just like a very thin layer of smoke. I know that sounds odd, but that's what I saw.
Okay, and the smoke, did it look like a vibrant color or just look like dark smoke? I mean, what did it look like?
Like a cloud, just like the color of a white cloud, maybe a little tinge of gray in there. That's exactly what it looked like.
Interesting. I wish I had more time. Coming up to 10 minutes before 1 for the next show. I want, I'm going to have to mold this. So I want you to possibly call back. Not call back. I'll be on tonight at 11 o'clock with Encounters. That's my show on TikTok. It's the most popular spiritual UFO talk show. I'd love to hear your story tonight on my show. Yeah, I do a regular show on TikTok. It's the most popular show over anything on YouTube or whatever, and it's called Encounters. And I'd love to hear your story. I'm sure my audience would. And I think we can get more into it. I can ask you more questions, get into more detail. All right. Thanks for calling up from the Carolinas. Be well. All right. And whoops. Okay, let me just do this here. Whoops, what's going on here? And so we're running out of time, folks. I got 10 minutes left. So I have to let the other person, Karen, get in here with the singers and songwriters, women singers, songwriters. Great show she has at 1 o'clock here at NPR Pacific Affiliated Radio, WESU FM. You can watch me tonight at 11, Please go to my YouTube channel, Ash Turkoman Spaceship News, everybody, to catch up with all our encounter shows, all our interviews. Everything is on there. And so I love you all, and I want to thank you, everyone, for listening and sending your love my way. We appreciate every single radio listener, and we appreciate every single viewer on TikTok. We do appreciate all of you, all the new people, wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to leave you. We're going to go back out into some music here and let Karen get ready to come on. We'll be on at 11 o'clock tonight, and tomorrow I'm going on a little cruise out in Rhode Island. We're going to go see lighthouses. So there's a boat that's going to take us out, and we're going to see all these lighthouses going out from New London all the way to the Rhode Island side, and that's going to be pretty cool. So, yeah. Yep. All right, folks, everybody have a blessed day, and whatever you do, keep it always positive, always work in the light, always do your mission work, and remember, we're going to bust the matrix. We will bust the matrix together, okay? And I love you all. So take care, enjoy your day, and be well. Let's get to some stuff here, and we'll catch you again tonight. Who are you, brothers and sisters? We're going in the other room here. Oh yeah, almost. I'm gonna put this here. It is all yours, Karen. Have a great show. Okay. We are now in Studio B. We're in Studio B here, folks. We're going to be getting off of here in a minute. And I hope you all enjoyed the show. And, yeah. So we're definitely done for the afternoon. We're in Studio B here. Let me show you the studio. So you can see here. That's Studio A where I was, and we're in Studio B. Hey, Courtney, come on my show tonight. Courtney, at 11 o'clock, Courtney. Come on my show tonight on TikTok. I do a show called Encounters every, most nights at 11 o'clock. It's the #1 spiritual UFO talk show in the world. I'll have you on tonight. We'll have you on TikTok on my show. Okay, so we'll bring you on tonight, and I'd love to do it. I want to thank everyone for being here. We're going to kind of sign out of here. Almost 1 p.m. East Coast. Oh yeah, it's going to be fun. We can't wait. We were going to do a whale watch, but we're going to do a lighthouse thing. And then down the road, we're going to do a whale watch too. But we're going to go see lighthouses. I don't know if we're going to, the boat, I think the boat's going to go by the lighthouses. I don't think it's going to stop. But it'll be pretty cool to be out in the water. You know, man, it's going to be a blessing. All right, buddy, brothers and sisters, take care. I'm done for now, and you all be good, okay? I might. Well, I'm going to be with my wife, so I'm going to spend more focus on my wife than I am on videotaping. I might videotape some of it, but I'm just going to really be focused on my love of my life and just enjoy our company together and being over the water and seeing all those things. So take care, everybody. Blessings to all of you.